Am I the asshole for not letting my wife hijack a free vacation?
Wait, you didn't take your wife, bro? Like, if it's free?
If it's free, how's she jacking it?
Oh, maybe it's like one of those like agreed upon, like, hey, this is gonna be like a certain trip, like a boys trip or like a family trip, and just like, hey, can you just stay back a little bit? If it's specifically communicated, then maybe not the asshole for me.
All right. Sean looks less convinced by that. But
Just feels like husbands are usually on the wrong on this. What'd you say, John? You said asshole?
I say not the asshole.
Not the
maybe
asshole?
they communicate. Yeah, maybe they communicated that like, hey, this is my trip.
Yeah,
you can't be wrong twice in a row, right, Sean?
Yeah. I'm going to go asshole. Fuck it.
Oh, yeah. All right. So one of my 39 male hobbies is entering raffles, sweepstakes, radio contests, etc.
Caller number 9.
I've won tickets to sporting events, concerts, some household items, gift cards, but never a grand prize like a car or a vacation.
You know, I won a car once.
Wait, what?
But it was a fake thing. Like I won one of those mall giveaways. I said, you want a car?
Oh.
And then I had to like drive 40 minutes to like another city. And then it was a fucking timeshare ploy.
Oh,
I was like,
that's bullshit.
You motherfuckers. You said I want a car. You lied.
That
It's the same.
sucks.
Is it the same people that sold you that damn radio that
That
blew
fucking
up in your
speaker?
garage?
Probably.
Sean's always winning shit.
Dude, it's
Literal
crazy.
shit.
He never actually wins anything, but he does win.
So this was until last month when I won a free trip for 4 people to Florida for 5 nights. Obviously, I was super excited and told my wife, 38 female, about it right away. After our initial excitement wore off and we were beginning to talk about details, it became apparent we had conflicting ideas about this trip. Before I could even make suggestions about what I wanted it to be, my wife brought up about how excited her 11-year-old daughter would be and how we could go to Disney, SeaWorld, etc. She then said that we can bring her mom with her, that we can bring her mom to help watch her daughter so that we could have some time for ourselves. She was so excited about it and was getting wrapped up in planning things without even hearing what I wanted. I told her that all of that sounds like fun, but I was thinking that maybe we could invite another couple and have an all-adult only trip instead of bringing my stepdaughter and mother-in-law with us. She did not like my idea one bit and told me that she wouldn't feel right about taking a free trip like that and leaving her daughter behind. She also said that her mother has never been to Florida and this would be a perfect opportunity for her to go there. We argued back and forth a little bit before deciding to take a break and come back before telling anyone about it. Well, that lasted about 24 hours before my wife let it slip to our daughter that we had won a trip.
Oh.
Oof.
So, of course, stepdaughter immediately got excited about it and started looking into things she wanted to do. I asked my wife why she told her daughter, and she said it was an accident, which, come on. I started a fight between us, and emotions got a little high. I told her she was wrong to bring her daughter into this after we agreed to wait, and that I never agreed to take our stepdaughter or mother-in-law on this trip. I told her that I was the one who won the trip, and she's acting like this was something specifically for her. She told me I was being selfish and that we should include those closest to us in something like this, especially when neither stepdaughter or mother-in-law have ever been to Florida. She said that bringing another couple and leaving her daughter home would be cruel, especially now that she's so excited about it. I told her that her daughter is only excited about it because she decided to blab to her about it instead of waiting like we had agreed. I told her if she wants to bring her daughter and mother-in-law, then she can also pick someone else to go with her because I would rather stay home by myself than go on a vacation where I don't get to be involved on any decisions. I said if she wants to go that route, then she certainly can, but I'm not paying for any of it. We have separate finances. Now she thinks I'm a jerk and that I should be happy about a free family vacation. And then a quick edit, the trip is to Fort Myers, not Orlando. Am I the asshole?
Oof. Look, personally, on a personal opinion, I wouldn't like to, if I get a free vacation, I'm always going to take like family with me because that's just me. But in this scenario, this might be a hot take. I don't think he's an asshole at all. He set a boundary and the wife kind of just overruled what he wanted. Like it seemed like he didn't even get any say on the situation. And he specifically said like, hey, this is kind of what I want. This is kind of what I visioned to it. And she just kind of steamrolled past him and didn't even like consult before the accidental slip up. So yes, it would be nice to bring like those close to you, but it seemed like he had a specific vision for what he wanted for the prize he won. I'm gonna have to say not the asshole for me in this such scenario.
All right, Sean, where are you sitting?
This one's a tough one. Because part of me is like, everyone kind of fucking sucks in this story, to be honest. Like, everyone is not good.
Yeah, that mother-in-law is terrible.
Yeah, fuck her.
And that stupid ass kid who got excited about going to Disney.
Fuck
Yeah,
them
how dare
idiots.
she?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna guess which button that is.
Yeah, because I get having your own vision, but I feel like
it's different when you have a family, right?
Yeah, I think your wife is probably correct on the people that she is suggesting should go on this trip. I think those are the people that should go on this trip. Because you know what? I mean, again, it's up to the kid to treat you like a parent or not. And I guess not really truly up to you. Because when you married her, you know, her daughter's part of the package. Whether she sees you as a father or not, you have to be at least like some sort of, I don't know,
figure.
At least take consideration of her at the very least. So to her to do, like, I don't even know who we're going to leave her with. But we're going to go with another couple. Like that seems kind of inconsiderate. But also the wife is also a little bit inconsiderate too. If she really, if she accidentally slipped, I guess there's a possibility that happened.
Bullshit.
And that's a slip. But probably not is what I'm thinking. Probably not. She probably just said that on purpose to force your hand, which is not great. So I don't know. I think everybody kind of sucks in this scenario. I could see both sides where you're like, it's his trip. He should decide on who goes, but also he should be deciding on his family. So that kind of makes him an asshole too. And then she's an asshole, of course, for forcing the hand or trying to at least. So I don't know. I don't like anyone in here.
That's fair. I probably lean more with OP, strictly because of the quote unquote slip up. Like,
yeah.
You both agreed to put the discussion aside.
I was really on her side until that point, and I was like, ooh, I don't like you either anymore.
I was never on her side because she steamrolled her way in.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's one thing to be like, oh, here's my vision for the vacation. And he can be like, here's my vision for the vacation.
It's just like, nope.
I think it's completely fine to have differing visions of what the vacation could be. I think she fucked up when she told the daughter before they agreed on something. Like, that's shitty for you to do.
Yeah.
That's steamrolling the now he doesn't have a choice. You know what I mean? And I don't know, maybe he doesn't want to go on a trip with your mother-in-law, with his mother-in-law. You know what I mean?
But then he could have like suggested somebody else come and watch the kid.
Right. But
Like
I
one
think
of
that's
his
part
parents.
of the more discussion later on.
Yeah.
Where she
then she
now-
blew it.
Yeah, blew that. So, because, it's one thing to both come into that conversation with differing views, go apart, think about it for a little bit, come to a compromise later on. But that she didn't even allow that to happen. So, for that reason, I think not the asshole. But yeah, I do agree. If it was me, I would probably take my family. But
Same.
everyone has different, views of what they want their vacation to be.
And I get where she's coming from too, right? Like, because she's also caring about those two specific individuals. The kid, obviously, you want to create those lasting memories with your children, and then the wife or the mom being possibly their first time going to Florida. Of course, you want to create memories with your parents too. But to me, that's why it was hard for me to kind of get on her side, because she kind of weaponized those, right? It's just like, okay, I'm using those reasons to like pretty much take over this whole shit. And to me, he kind of set a boundary from the very onset. Again, personal experience, I would definitely take my family with me, but I could see why he'd be upset about like not being able to see what he wants to get out of it, pretty much.
Yeah. All right. So most of Reddit deemed not the asshole. Well, to be fair to Sean, everyone sucks is not a usual.
Technically,
it's not. It's not as common on Am I the Asshole because it's a hot and cold.
Yeah.
So, I see where you're coming from, but most of Reddit did not.
That's fair.
Mutual Butts Squeezin said, honestly, I'm on OP's side. Wife did completely steamroll him and decide for herself what the trip would be after they agreed to discuss it further. She deliberately told her daughter to strong arm him into agreeing. Also, her plan is to bring her mom as a designated babysitter. which I also don't like. So they could have alone time, which was his original plan. Per the comment, the trip isn't to Orlando, it's to Fort Myers, which is a 4-hour drive away from the kids' stuff, like Disney and SeaWorld. The wife's plan would mean they're spending a ton of time driving on multiple days to get to places where they'll be waiting in lines all day to do kid stuff. This isn't a vacation, it's a hassle. Parents are allowed to want kid-free vacations sometimes. Nice. And then they go on to say, I also think people tend to way overthink the daughter versus stepdaughter stuff. My stepmom is my stepmom, and I still love her. Which I think is fair. In your case, there are other cases where that's, parents don't see their stepkids as their kids. We've read stories about that. So
yeah, every situation is different.
Get therapy.